Some of the most popular theories relate to Bran Stark, the Winged Wolf. Most of them don't make sense though, like Bran is the Night King. But there's an even older one that's even more popular, that Bran Stark is Bran the Builder, and he built the wall. That theory has a major flaw though, so let's go over it. In the world of Ice and Fire, Planetos, there's magic. Magic is real. And some of that magic allows people to see into the past, or even interact with people in the past, to be part of the past. We saw this with Ned, and a second time with Hodor. So Bran can be part of the past, but Bran cannot change the past.
The past is already written. The ink is dry.
What I mean is, the story exists within a closed loop. Bran was always here at the Tower of Joy at this point in time, even though he wasn't born yet. Ned always turned around when he heard the wind, even though Bran wasn't born yet. So Bran may have been part of other past events too, that's fair game. And this is why many fans believe that the Bran we know and love helped build the wall, that he is Bran the Builder. But here's the problem. Bloodraven took Bran to this point in the space-time continuum, and Bran yelled out to young Ned. And Bloodraven also took Bran to this point in the space-time continuum, and Bran accidentally messed up Hodor with a little help from his girl.
Hold the door!
What's up, Mira? Now, Bloodraven took Bran to both of these places for a reason. He was trying to show Bran the truth about Rhaegar Targaryen, the Prince of Dragonstone, the prince who was promised, the truth about Nissa Nissa, Lyanna Stark, and the truth about Lightbringer, Jon Snow. Basically, the Three-Eyed Crow was giving Bran information that Bran's going to eventually use to decipher the true meaning of the Azor Ahai prophecy. So that was the purpose. That's why they went to these 2 points in space-time. Now, in the process of taking Bran to these 2 events, Bran happened to interact with his father and with Hodor. But Bran did not go there specifically to interact with them. It was tangential. Now let's think about the wall. The wall was already built thousands of years before Bran Stark was born. So he has no reason to go into the past and tell people to build it, at least not proactively, because it already exists. Someone else built it thousands of years ago. Imagine a separate story, not Game of Thrones, a standalone sci-fi movie, and in that movie, a young boy named Podrick Payne, he finds out that he's a time traveler. And the point of that movie is that he has to figure out everything that he's already done in the past before he was born, and he has to go do it, or else the universe that he's in is going to implode on itself. Because if he doesn't go do those things in the past, then the world that he lives in would never become a reality. His world would disappear. It's a cool concept, but that's not what A Song of Ice and Fire or Game of Thrones is. Bran's not going to go on an adventure where it's a race against time to do a bunch of things that he already did, but that he doesn't know that he already did, if that makes sense. So let's go back to Bran. He's born and there's a wall. Then he becomes a Greenseer. So what happens next? According to the Bran is Bran the Builder theory and Bran built the wall, does he go back in time and speak to Bran the Builder and say, "Hey man, I'm from the future. I was born at Winterfell, and there's this really big wall up north. Now, I'm just taking a guess here, but I think you built it. And I think I came here and told you to build it. So that's what I'm doing. Will you build it?" Okay, you're a little weird. This seems like a lot of work. People will call you Bran the Builder. Pretty cool name, dude. Alright, so what's the goal here? The wall's needed to protect everyone from the White Walkers in the future? Exactly. And it works great. Alright, I'll do it. Thanks, Bran. No problem, Bran. See what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. You have to have a reason to go back in time. You go back in time to learn stuff. And if you interact with someone, it's tangential. The wall already exists. So Bran does not have a reason to go tell anyone to build it. Now this has been a huge theory for years, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand why it's a theory. Let me know if I'm missing something though, because admittedly, time travel does get tricky, and I'm a dummy. But I'm not a cow, so I'm not just going to buy into a popular fan theory if I can't make sense of it. Help me make sense of it. One last thing. As I alluded to a minute ago when I was trying to be funny, part of the wall came down in Season 7. So if Bran has now already told Bran the Builder to build a wall off screen, then there's definitely no point in doing it anymore, because the wall didn't work. In fact, the wall might be part of the problem. The entire wall needs to come down in Game of Thrones Season 8. I'll explain that after the Arya vs. Mountain Part 2 video. Hit subscribe. I'll talk to you.